Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome! My name is Luna, and this is Dark Souls, the original. So, welcome back to Dark Souls, the original, with me, Luna, and this time out, I said maybe Sen's Fortress was where we were going to be going, which is over there. We are not, actually. What we're going to do is we're going to take care of a couple of lesser bosses, or mini bosses if you prefer, and they are down here in this dark root garden. I'm not sure what it's called actually. Dark root garden. Let's just take this off. This ring now is pretty much no use to me, but it's all I got, so I'm just going to roll with it. This guy here, this headless demon guy, what you can do is you can lock onto him here, and you can just like slide back and forth like this, avoiding his bullshit, and spam him with spells or arrows, and that's a way I like to take these guys out, because they're kind of assholes. But I'm not going to do that this time. I'm going to try to take this guy out the correct way. Wow, I mean, I can block a little bit here. I'm trying to just get out from underneath his pubis. They hit really hard, these guys. This one, not so much as some of them. It just keeps fucking hitting, doesn't it? Just does not stop. The good thing about these guys is that they drop Demon Titanite, which is nice. It enables you to level up a... Oh no! Oh, I haven't been caught in one of those for a while. Can I... Will you please just stop? My God. Yeah, these guys are assholes. They drop Demon Titanite, that's what this is. That will scale up my boss weapons, which is very nice. Very nice indeed. And they do not respawn. There is one of those dudes in the game who does respawn. We will come up against him at some point, and what I'm going to do is just rest up, just to get my Tear Nestus flasks back here. Yeah, well, I'm not going to talk any more about those guys just yet. We may be farming one particular guy later on if I want a boss weapon up to plus whatever it is, 5? Is it 5? I'm not sure. Which might happen. It might happen. So I'm talking about stuff that's so far in the future that I don't even know why I'm talking. I don't know why I'm talking. I don't know. So we're going to come out here. Dark Root Garden, is that what this is called? I don't know. There's these glowy things here that look like items, but they're not. And these dudes, who I can now one-hit kill. They drop the blood red moss. Basically, they drop 3 kinds of mosses. One protects you against bleed, one protects you against poison, one protects you against toxic. And the one that protects you against toxic is the one that you really want most, because it is really good to be protected against something that will kill you. Ultimately, if you do get toxic, you will die, and that's the one that protects you against poison there. I'm just babbling on here, absolutely babbling on. But don't worry about that too much. That's my own kind of mental problem and aberration. There's like a thing there you can see in the ground this guy's trying to lead me on. Come on, get over here, bitch. Just here in the ground, you'll see. That's the thing, right there. See? One's supposed to lead you into the other one, and then he comes up behind you and you get raped in the arse and you go, oh my god, Dark Souls. But that's not going to happen to me. Not this time. There's an item here which is kind of hard to see because it's easy to miss actually the first time you run through. Because, yeah, you run through and you just don't even see it, like that. And that item up there, that is the wolf ring, and that gives you an extra 30 poise, which is really fucking cool, and we definitely want that ring. That is something that I am going to be going for in this particular episode. So let's come out here and just roll through this like secret wall and light the bonfire here. Don't really need to rest at it quite yet. This here, it's locked by some contraption, some cunt, and it needs a Artorias' seal, which you buy off of the blacksmith back there for 20,000. So yeah, expensive, but necessary. Now in here, you'll see there's these like little bushes. These dudes that are going to pop out of the ground. There's 3 of them. There's one there. There's one right here. They pop out of the ground when you pick up this, which is just like a little soul packet. But what we're going to do is we're going to kill the fuckers like this before they get a chance. And that will save us from the arsake. Let me just show you this with the last one. See? When all 3 of them jump up like that, it can be a problem. But, ooh, the jump back. We're cool with that. So there is that. Now we have a fog or the white light. So yeah, we have this to transverse. It is not a boss, not quite yet. There are a couple of things to do first. This tree is actually a living entity. I like to give it a kick. Oh, random hiccup. And we're going to come down here. There are these kind of, I don't know what these things are supposed to be. Kind of like a cross between a frog and a stingray, something like that. And they drop the green blossom, which is a stamina regen item. We're going to come down here. You'll see there's another tree here, and if you look, it's actually trying to block our path. It's moving. Now it's dead. See ya. And now we're going to come into this area. Now there's a bit of a trap here. You'll see the legs there of a giant, and when we get close enough, the edge there, a couple of those kind of red frog things will jump up, and that's. Oh, these guys do a lot of damage, so yeah, be warned. So yeah, that's a bit of a trap. These guys also cast a what the fuck just happened there? I don't know what the fuck happened there. Please get out of the way. Wow. Yeah, they cast a miracle and he just did it. Just fucking die, you bitch. Yeah, which will slow you down like fucking hell. Absolutely slow your shit right down. Alright. Let's get busy with the two-hander here. I need to destroy this fucking guy, honestly. Alright, he is destroyed. Thankfully my Claymore plus 13 is doing some serious damage to these guys. But yeah, this can be a problem. This can be a problem. Oh, look at this. Look at the range, man. I probably... Well, I don't know. I would say that I made that look harder than it actually is, but I shouldn't say that because plenty of people have come through here and had their arse handed to them. And you don't actually have to... Give me that thing. Oh no, I can't see where I am and I'm right near the edge. What you're actually doing from all of that is picking up a soul of a proud man. So, not such a big deal. You can actually just avoid all of those guys. And is there anything here? Another green blossom. You avoid them by basically just coming in over there, which is the entrance, and then running up here, because they won't follow you. And when we get a little way up, we will find another one of those stone knights just lying on the floor here, and we're going to take him out before he... Oh my god, one hit, quit! Wow, I'm doing quite a bit of damage right now. Take him out, and this is the wolf ring that we looked at earlier on. So that is the wolf ring, and we're going to put that baby right on right now because it boosts poise. And how much does it boost poise? It boosts poise by 30 points, which is awesome. So now what we can do is we can just take a run and jump. Whee! And we are back here. If you remember, this is where I picked up a soul and I told you about the ring. It was back there, so we're just kind of going in a little circle. And here we are. Now, shall I? Let's have a look. Oh fuck it, let's do it. There is an NPC I can summon for this next boss, and I use the word boss in the loosest possible language. In fact, I ain't gonna summon it. You can summon the witch Beatrice, who just destroys this boss without your help, basically. It isn't a difficult boss anyway, so I ain't gonna do that. I'll just show you where she is. So yeah, we got this. Come on, get up, bitch. Get up, bitch. And sit down. Stand up, sit down. There's a little trap thing going on here. A lot of dudes are gonna start jumping out of the ground when I go to pick up that armor. There's one. Come on. I'm trying to target that without locking on. There's a few of these guys, and although not that difficult on their own, together they can be a bit of a pain in the arse. So this armor is actually really good, and we do want to get it. So we are going to take out these guys first. I don't even know how many idiots I took out then. A couple of plants and another giant. And it looked easy with me because my sword is doing so much damage. That is the Elite Knight set, which is very nice. Thank you kindly. Oh, there is something else down here. I mean, it's not the greatest, but we should grab it. If we follow this wall down here, a plant just popped out behind me. Excuse me. So we'll kill that. That guy is... there's the blooming purple moss. That's the one that's that you really want. You want to collect those actually before you go down to the... where I just was in the last video. So there's this thing here. This is like a snake. So we'll just kill that. And then there's the partisan, which is a spear. I don't know, but it could possibly be the longest spear in the game. The longest. Now we're going to come over here. We've got another iron dude here. Not iron dude, stone dude. It's just so nice being able to take these guys out in one hit. And I believe there is one more. And he is by the door here. Smash. They haven't dropped me anything, but they can drop their swords. Their armor is in the chest, and I will show you where that is. Show you where that is a little later. Now this here is where the summon sign for Beatrice is, and it's hard to see. That's why people have left messages there. Charmer ahead. So Beatrice will basically make this boss irrelevant. We're going to take it out. What you really should be looking for is a shield that has good magic protection. I believe it was the crest shield. Oops. Crest shield, which we got when we went back to the asylum. Yes, you can see the magic is 80, so it blocks 80% of magic damage, which is just stupid. Otherwise we're good. It's the Moonlight butterfly. So if you come in here with Beatrice, Beatrice just spams this thing with soul arrows, and it's all good. If you don't, you're just going to basically try to avoid the spells. It casts a couple of spells, which you'll see, and we just have to wait for it to land, and then we'll just annihilate it. I mean, we can use throwing knives and bows, but there's those ones which you can quite easily block. Come on, bitch, what are you going to do? And that one, which you probably should roll past, because it does a little bit more damage. But we're just basically waiting for her to just do her shit, and then we can get in. You know, it'll be our turn in a minute. Not too much of a problem. Oh, even that. I mean, with this crest shield, I'm not really taking much damage here. And I have plenty of time to heal. So now I'm going two-handers, and I'm going to just annihilate this bitch here. And one more hit should do it. There you go. That was the Moonlight Butterfly! Yay! Not too difficult. Not too difficult. And that is the first of the two mini bosses that are in this area. There is an item up here which is kind of cool and definitely important if you are going faith build. Oh, excuse me. And that is right here. The Watchtower Basement Key and the Divine Emblem and a Homeward Bone. So the Watchtower Basement Key, it lets you into an area which can be accessed very, very early in the game with the Master Key. And in that area you will find Havel, who has the awesome armor, and let me just Homeward Bone her out of here because this is silly. Let's just do the homeward boner glitch. Hoop. Maybe not. Try again. There we go. Alright, so I am back here with 23,000 souls. How about that? And I will go now on to the... Let me just clear this stuff out. I don't need that there. We are going to go on to the next mini-boss. And the crest shield, I can probably take that off right now. Go back to the border shield. Awesome. I will be right back.